Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk today about some questions that I often get in the process of the mortgage from a lot of people. So I'm sure you have them yourself, so let's go through a few. The most frequent questions that I get are, what kind of credit score do I need? Like, what score is what I need for whatever program? It really depends. We have a lot of lenders that will allow down to a 550 FICO score. But there are others that require you to have at least a 620. So it all depends, and those government loans are going to give you the best option when your score is slightly lower. But we can talk about that in more detail when we have a phone chat. The next question is the down payment. What is required for me on the down payment? Well, it depends on the program as well. So on an FHA loan, 3.5% is the minimum requirement. If you're talking about a conventional loan, if you're a first-time home buyer, that's typically 3%. If you want to avoid mortgage insurance, which a lot of people do, that's where you hear about that 20% down payment. That helps you avoid that mortgage insurance. USDA loans and VA loans both don't require a down payment at all. So you can get loans up to 100% LTV, or loan to value as we call it. Another question I get is, what's the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval? A pre-qualification is typically just a phone conversation. We gather some raw data over the phone. You tell us what you think your FICO is, and we kind of do a rough estimate from that. If you want a full pre-approval, which is what typically a real estate agent or a seller is going to want to see before you're allowed to make an offer on purchasing a home, that requires an application. We typically do a hard pull on your credit at that point, and do a full dig into your file to see exactly what that purchase price that you can afford is. The documents that are needed are typically just driver's license, your bank statements to show that you have the assets to cover the down payment and the closing costs. We'll want some pay stubs if you're not self-employed. If you are self-employed, tax returns and or bank statements, depending on, again, which program we end up going with for you. And that's pretty much it to get us started, other than the credit report. So just a quick few documents to get us rolling on that. The other question I get is, which loan will be best for me? That is a hard question to answer right up front until we kind of have a backstory and or an application for you. But that is 100% what we're here for. We're here to guide you in getting that perfect loan for your needs. And it always depends on what your pay is like, if you're self-employed or not, how much you have for a down payment, and a couple other factors that can come into play. But we are here to help you make that decision and advise you as much as possible. Our goal is to make this process as stress-free as possible. There are never any silly questions. And even if you have to answer or ask them several times, there's a lot to take in, especially at the start, and especially if you've never purchased before. So don't ever hesitate. I'm available evenings and weekends as well when you're potentially not working. So let's get you into that home. I'm here to make this process as smooth and easy as possible. So hit me up and let's chat about your new home purchase. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next video.